kicked off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run it. This is James Robinson, and he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert steps away to his left. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Herbert on 1st down now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have moved out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. Moore, the man in motion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he comes back with one complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. He's got room at the 30. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Wilson on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Defense blitz, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Slot man moves right. From the 22, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Herbert.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Reagor.
54 yards.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson wants to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side completes to Mechie. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2nd and 11 now.
61. That's right.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. John Franklin Myers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So it's a win here for the Jets, and it was due largely to the play of the man behind center, CD, and that's Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he really carved this defense up, didn't he? Threw for almost 400 yards, had 4 touchdown passes, and when he gets back to the locker room, there's a game ball definitely in his future. I can guarantee you that.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.